Good afternoon, KELOLAND. Thank you for joining us. We'll watch western South Dakota later this afternoon and evening for developing showers and thunderstorms. In the meantime, temperatures have warmed middle to upper 80s to cover central parts of western South Dakota. Rapid City's at 77. We have temperatures in the 70s and 80s in eastern KELOLAND. Here's that forecast today. Afternoon highs in the 80s and 90s with that strong southerly wind. Wind gusts approaching 50 in central South Dakota today. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
Indigenous artists are in the spotlight this weekend at Good Earth State Park. Plus,
I'm Trevor Shirley in Washington. Congress is considering dueling election security bills, with each side putting up their own measures. Coming up just ahead, I'll take a look at what's in each one.
good afternoon and thanks for having us in. Extra police were at Sioux Falls schools this morning after a student accused of bringing a weapon to school escaped from juvenile custody. The 15-year-old boy is accused of having a weapon outside Axtell Park School yesterday. He was brought into juvenile custody and then escaped last night. Authorities arrested him again late this morning. KELOLAND News reached out to the school district about the case. In an email statement, the district says staff were notified this morning and additional precautions were taken at Axtell Park with support from the police department. The district says they are grateful to the community member who reported the concern by following the See Something, Say Something protocol. Meanwhile, schools on the Pine Ridge Reservation were canceled today because of safety concerns from a Facebook post. The Oglala Sioux Tribe Department of Public Safety posted last night that officers were aware of the social media threats. A half hour later, the OST DPS posted again that the male who made the threats, along with his parents, were taken into custody. School will resume tomorrow. 6 former Mitchell Legion baseball players are back in court today, and a judge is expected to hand down their sentences any time now. They were originally charged with raping one of their teammates at a Rapid City hotel in 2023. All 6 made plea deals and admitted to being an accessory to a felony. This morning in court, the judge heard from the victim and his father. Prosecutors also showed a video of the crime. In it, you can see the 6 suspects hold the boy down while they took turns digitally penetrating him. The victim yelled "stop" and "no" as it happened. KELOLAND's Tyler Louder is in the courtroom for the proceedings. We will let you know as soon as the sentences are handed down. Fentanyl is a deadly drug, claiming over 74,000 lives in 2023. For Melissa Flynn Duyama, her stepson died from fentanyl poisoning. She says that at first, he only used marijuana.
We had not only problems with the drug use, but the problems with him getting into trouble with the law. So started from a situation where we thought it's fairly harmless, he's experimenting, it's going to be fine, to alarm bells going off.
And tonight on KELOLAND, Summer Roddershot will talk with Melissa about her stepson's life and about how she's trying to break the stigma behind the loved ones of those struggling with substance abuse getting the help they need. Pivoting to weather, it's hot, it's windy, and it's dry out there, Scott.
Oh yeah, remaining dry across much of central eastern KELOLAND for today. Western South Dakota may get a stray shower or thunderstorm. Something that we'll watch as we do go into the later part of the afternoon and this evening. We do have sunshine in Sioux Falls. Temperatures at 80 degrees. That south wind coming in around 16 miles per hour. But we have very strong winds already during the early afternoon hours in central KELOLAND. Satellite showing that we are watching an increase in cloud cover just across the border there, Montana and Wyoming, and we'll continue to watch increasing clouds across western South Dakota for this afternoon. Currently 85 in Pierre, 82 in Chamberlain, 85 in Winter, 77 in Rapid City, but the wind's the real story today. From the south, sustained in that 30-mile-per-hour range in north central to south central South Dakota. Some spots even a little stronger than that, as we do have a couple of these wind gusts approaching 50 in south central KELOLAND. 43-mile-per-hour gust at the moment in Pierre. As you do see, our dew point temperatures are near 60 in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND, and of course much drier into western South Dakota. Forecast for today with sunshine. We'll have a high of 86 in Sioux Falls, eventually falling to the lower 60s tonight. Aberdeen and northeastern South Dakota, I think we'll have plenty of sunshine. Temperatures easily in the middle 80s for afternoon highs. Remaining mild tonight, only falling to the middle to upper 60s. In central South Dakota, strong south winds will continue throughout the day. Temperature near 90 for an afternoon high. As we do stay in Pierre, looking at the wind gusts during the afternoon and evening, staying in that 40-mile-per-hour range, approaching 50 later this afternoon. Those winds will die down, I think, as we go through the overnight. 92, our forecast high in Rapid City. Remember the increase in cloud cover that we have as we go throughout the day today. And we'll watch for those scattered showers and thunderstorms late today across western South Dakota, heading into the evening and maybe even lasting into the early part of tonight. We could see a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. And look at the mild air tonight. I mentioned those middle 60s to upper 60s in central South Dakota. South winds will continue 20 to 35 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, we'll have afternoon highs range from the 70s in western KELOLAND to the middle 80s in central and eastern South Dakota. I'll have more details on the forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Artists from near and far will be sharing their talents on Saturday at Good Earth State Park in Sioux Falls. The third annual Indigenous Artists of the Prairie event will include 40 vendors and a long list of items.
We have lots of ribbon skirts going to be out here, beadwork, different kinds of pottery and woodworking skills, everything that you can imagine. Some are traditional art and some are modern art, so we've got a little bit of both going on.
Indigenous Artists of the Prairie is Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be food trucks on hand from 11 to 1. The event is free to attend, but state park pass is required. Ahead of the November elections, lawmakers in Washington are calling for greater election security, but their approaches vary based on what side of the aisle they're on. Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley reports.
Some Republicans hope to pass the SAVE Act, requiring proof of citizenship for new voters and voter IDs.
If one person that is not an American citizen has the ability to vote in our election, there is a serious problem.
Data shows voting by people here illegally is rare, but some GOP supporters of the bill say if they don't get a vote, they could shut down the government when funding runs out this month.
We need to strengthen Americans' confidence in our elections.
Democrats are also pushing their own election security bill.
We're going forward by making sure that our democracy works for everyone.
Democrats say their bill would stop GOP efforts to purge voter rolls and require IDs to vote, accusing Republicans of coming up with problems that don't exist.
The paranoia around a fake problem.
Republicans counter they're just trying to put any concerns at ease.
More confidence leads to greater participation, which is a good thing for our country.
Already, the future of the SAVE Act is looking uncertain at best in the House after leaders canceled a vote on the bill yesterday.